welcome to Retro Cars Reborn. I'm Lee, of course. This is a 2.8 injection Capri, or at least what you can see of it. There's its wing. Oh look, it says injection, so you've got no choice but to believe me. So yeah, in this episode we're going to jump straight back in. Remember, if you like my content, to subscribe, leave a comment down below. I will reply to you, and with that, let's get on with the video.
Well, this is the first time ever taking the welder to pieces, anyway. It's nice to know that everything is going to be universal for the new trigger, because that's the earth wire that's got to be replaced. It runs to the outside. At least it's not a very daunting task to do. Well, the welder is now done. So there's that wire that we had on the previous one. I'd like to add to that on the new one, because it comes with twin wires. Like I say, the two blue wires and the new wires that run the trigger, which runs the motor. So it's had to have one to actually power it and an earth, whereas I imagine in the old trigger, which is there, it just had the one power wire, which was this one, and it ran off the same earth as the rest of it does, whereas this one didn't, which was the only difference really. Obviously the sheathing's different. Well, that's one extra thing now done. The welder is now fixed and hopefully is perfect. I do like how the new gas bottle tube is see-through and not just solid plastic like the old one was. But yeah, one item down. Just got to put the covers back on it there. One item down, then I can get back onto welding this bad boy. Well, now that the welder's fixed, I thought I'd come in, move the Capri, because it's been sat on its side and the rollover jig for, well, before Christmas, and yeah, this is what's happened. That's the pin which locks it. I think we've got a problem. Obviously it's at its weakest point, has decided it no longer wants to play games. So yeah, that's a nice little thing to come to this morning. It took the piss to take it out, because obviously it was stuck solid in that bent position. I think the solution for this for the moment, obviously that is in the scrap bin. I think the solution will be if we get an engine bolt, so a bolt which would, well, head bolt even, a bolt that held the head down on a car is really tough, so I don't see it being able to bend one of those pretty easily. So we'll find one of them and we'll slot one in. If you do a lot of engine work like I used to, I never throw them away, because they're useful for all sorts of things, these head bolts. So I dare say this is long enough god damn. It just falls short. And now I've got some longer ones somewhere. Can't remember what these are out of. Z-Tech, I think. Z-Tech engine. I think I've got some Vauxhall ones somewhere that are slightly longer, so let's go and see if we can find them. enough. So I had to settle for a 50cc scooter's front axle bolt, which is pretty tough. But what's happened also is it's bent this, so that hole and that hole no longer line up. So I literally had to hammer it through this last little section. So it's definitely not coming out, but it's going to be a fucker to adjust. But it's in the position I need it in. It's a good solution for now. So now hopefully I can crack on with working on this bad boy. So finally, actually got it fully welded up. Oh, that tiny hole there, look. Ta-da. So I'll weld that tiny hole up. We will grind it back and we'll see what this bit of floor comes out like in the end. So it turned out not too bad at all. I'll chuck some sealant on it, we'll get it painted, and then that is pretty much done. Just got to treat the underside and finish the bottom half of the spring hanger off, and then literally that is this side done. I don't think I'm going to have to touch that side at all because it's still pretty solid. And I don't think the match is bad. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. And on the underside, the tabs that I made for the floor have been spot welded on, and obviously they connect to the back of the wheel arch. So now I've got to work on constructing this bottom half of the wheel arch and then fitting in all the missing panels now. Obviously this big panel that was here can't be put on yet because I've got to repair this piece here and what was underneath it. So yeah, the panels that are missing at the minute is that piece there. In fact, I'll just get up and I'll show it to you. Yes, it should look like that. It should have a box section with two holes in it for the water to get out. So now I need to build that back in there. So I've got a rough template made up of the missing box pieces. As you can see, it's slightly out there, look. But it really ain't gonna matter. But yeah, it slides underneath. Well, tell a lie, it slides on top of that bigger piece that hides over there, and then you've got that other piece which swings around here that goes on top as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces to make to chuck back over the top, plus repairing this. So now that I've got those templates made up, I shall have a look at repairing this mess. So there we go, cut out all the disgusting rot. I didn't go too far down because this hole I'm pretty sure I can repair, and that hole definitely can be repaired. So yeah, there we go. There's the double skin. There's a bit of rust in there. It's going to want pulling out, whacking with a hammer and flattening down. I may even get away with getting the spot welder back on this corner here and this corner here as well. But yeah, there we go. So that'll be next week's video. I mean, I kept the bits so we can use them as a template. But yeah, this video took a lot longer to get up than normal computer problems. My laptop's like 10 years old now, so every time it gets an update, it basically just gives up on my editing software. So with that out of the way at the minute, yeah, there we go. So I'm quite happy with how the floor turned out. I don't really have any complaints in that department. You let me know what you think. If it could have been repaired better. I mean, it could always be repaired better, but you know, that's my skills for me. That's what I've got. So hopefully with those templates done, we'll be able to move on to getting the box section finished on the back. So with that, I shall see you in the next video. Subscribe, comment, share, and thank you for watching.